Well, hey, this is Rob and Paul, and
Good morning.
hey. We're talking about some relief efforts for Hurricane Ida. Obviously, you all know from the news the problems that they've had over there, and Paul's come up with some ideas on how to help. Now, what made you gravitate towards providing some help? You've had some experiences here in Gulf Breeze area, which brought that on.
Yeah, in '04 with Hurricane Ivan, our house was severely damaged. We got a couple of feet of water in it, and so we have been down the hurricane road before, and just it's not a fun time. It's a hard time. There's a lot of work involved, and there's a lot of frustration and stress and anxiety involved with the insurance stuff. You know, getting things repaired, getting a house that's livable, all of those things. It's a tough situation. So
And you were out without power and air conditioning for a few weeks, right?
we were without power for almost 4 weeks, but yeah, so we got a generator and had a little window unit air conditioning. And in our situation, we needed that. My wife has some health issues, and being in a situation that's that hot, that long, is just it's not good for anybody, but especially for her. So we got a little window unit for our bedroom where we had a place to go and cool off, and then we could sleep at night and recover and rest a little bit, because for a long time for those people, the next days are going to be tough ones. They're going to need, to be working and cleaning up and cutting trees and that kind of thing, mucking out their houses. So it's a place just to rest and recuperate a little bit.
Right. Okay. And so right now they're without power, will be without power for weeks in Louisiana in certain parts. And what is the heat index there right now?
The heat index today is supposed to be 110. It's really hot over there. And they're saying some of those places, as you've probably heard, may be without power for months. I mean, it's a bad situation.
Okay. Show us what you've got. Show us what you're putting together.
Well, this happened yesterday. We bought this. We bought 10 generators and 10 window units, air conditioning window units, and then the rest of it is shovels, gas cans. There's hammers, tarps, electrical cords. Those are the little they call them button caps in the boxes up there for nailing down tarps on roofs.
Yeah.
Going to pick up a couple of chainsaws for them today, over there today. Some of this, the generators and the air conditioner units will be given to families, and then the other stuff, most of the other stuff, and the gas cans, most of the other stuff is local church that I go to. There's another church that's the same kind of church over there in Foley, and that pastor I'm working with, they have troops on the ground, so to speak, in Baton Rouge and those areas. So Friday I'll be driving all this over, and then I'll meet him in Foley, and then we'll go to Baton Rouge, and then it'll be getting distributed from there.
Okay, so this isn't cheap. This costs some money. And so tell everybody here how this came to be. Yeah.
Well, I had this idea and was thinking about doing some of this, and I went in Monday, and to the store. There was not a generator in the local big box store here.
Sure, I mean they were all bought up because they didn't know people didn't know where Ida was going to hit.
And I know the store manager there, and so I went back Tuesday to speak to her and trying to figure out how to best do this plan that I have. And again, this is all kind of happening on the fly, and so I was not sure what to do and how to best help. So anyway, I go in and speak with her, and literally as I'm talking to her, and said, is there a way that you can pull from other stores, other states or whatever? Can you get us some generators? She just kind of grinned, and I turned around, and they were setting these generators on the floor about 5 feet behind me.
I think that's called a God thing.
It sure seemed like it does yesterday. And so we went ahead, and because they wouldn't have been there long, I bought, as I said, 10 generators and 10 air conditioners, and then the other stuff to go with it. And it wasn't something that we could plan on or do anything at that point. It was just either do it or don't, and we chose to go ahead with it.
Yeah, good idea. And you took a risk in doing that. You knew that there could be some people that wanted to be a part of what you're doing here, and if they aren't, then you're just going to take the cost yourself. And so that's great that you just went ahead and took the risk and said, okay, I'm going to do this, and if people want to contribute, great.
Well, that was the plan. I was trying to figure out how to set up, and either with an institution or whatever, but to set up some kind of donation thing, and so that it wasn't just this, that we could do this multiple times, hopefully. But with the way it all worked out, we maybe got the cart before the horse a little bit, so to speak. But
Well, I mean, it had to happen right
clear
then.
about that, yeah. So it happened the way it happened, and this will be a gift. If we can replenish the stores, we'll do it again.
That's right. Okay, so if you want to contribute, we'll set up a link here where you can do that, and any overage will all go to, Paul was saying, we'll just go to more supplies. There is no money that's going to be going to administration fee or gas or anything like that.
Nothing. It'll all be whatever we can accumulate to take over. There's no cost to get it there.
Paul, I sure appreciate how God works through you in that you see a need that needs to be taken care of, and you just jump on it. You start working on that need to help people. Thank you, Paul.
You're welcome. I hope it does, and just those guys have a lot going on over there. If you can't donate, don't want to donate with me, please find somebody that you do, and at a minimum, just pray for those people. They need it.
Yes. Thank you. Bye, y'all.